Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 2 between Mimile and Mr. Ghosty in the June monthly tournament here on Orsha East. Let's dive right in here, and on the left is Mimile playing... No, I'm sorry, Mr. Ghosty playing 78 Sturm on balanced income. And on the right, in the blue, is Mimile playing 4th Fallshirmjager on Maverick income. So we saw, if you didn't see game 1, go check it out. It was phenomenal. And this game, I believe, is also phenomenal. And last game, Mimile played 78th. Now, Mr. Ghosty playing 78th. So, 78 Sturm, we talked about it last game. Very solid division. Technically like an elite Axis division. Every unit in the division is very strong. The problem with the division, everything's very expensive. Your recon's a little lacking. Your air tab's a little bit lacking. And you don't have any light AT to deal with light stuff. If we dive in here to Ghosty's deck, he's only bringing 69 infantry despite being a balanced deck. We saw Mimile with 114 last time, so definitely a different approach. Fair number of tanks is bringing a C card, phase card of tanks, although it's the same 15 that Mimile had. Support tab pretty filled out, does actually have a commander, so we'll see if he brings that out. Fair number of mass horns with a B and C phase card in the AT tab, and only one card of pack 40s. Really doesn't seem to care about him. Lots of Panther Shreks though. AA tab nice and filled out with the whole mix, pack 43, SDK Z71, and flak 41, 88 mil. All Nebula for cards in the RD tab. 2 in A and a B phase card, and then the nuke bombers and recon in the air tab there. And then over with Mimile, 4th Fallshirmjager, considered one of the best divisions in the game, if not the best division in the game. Just really strong in every tab. It's really not lacking anything. You know, when it really comes down to it, it kind of can lack a little bit in the medium tank department. But other than that, I mean, you get lots of Stug M42s, but they can lose out to a lot of things. Your recon tab is great. You get SPWs and the AS42, like 20 mil AA recon card, along with some Esplitatori, which are nice Beretta groups, and a sniper. I mean, just everything you could want. Your infantry tab is phenomenal with a mix of Fallshirmjagers and Italian infantry from Parachattudisti, and actually, he's not bringing... Yeah, he's got the Parassaults. Okay. I was going to say, I was like in shock for a moment. And then your tank tab is an eclectic mix of Tigers, Panthers, and Stug M42s. Your support tab has lots of 2K stuff. You get Sturm Panzers if you wanted them, and Stug M42s and M43s. Your AT tab is a nice mix of stuff, pack 40s, Beretta guns. He's bringing the Gerlich in B phase, so he gets 12 of those. The AA tab, really, the only thing that matters is the 37 mil. He's only bringing one card for 2 of them, but I get it's 78 Sturm. So, you know, the only thing you have to stop is the JU-188s. Your RD tab is pretty fantastic with radio mortars and the 172 millimeter RD gun, big gun. And your air tab is also very good with a mix of Italian planes and Focke-Wulfs. So we're going here. We're off. We have a huge push down south from Mr. Ghosty to grab this flag, but there's a lot coming in counter, so that's going to be a big engagement here. Mr. Ghosty is making some push here on the hill, very common, but there's a lot coming to stop it. Well, not that much. Not nearly as much as the south, really. Up north, it looks like this is where Mimile's planning to make his push. He is the Maverick here, so this is not the mirror. Mr. Ghosty deployed pretty light up north, so this could be pretty devastating for him. Really no armor. The Beretta gun... No, it's an IG-18, so there's really nothing to stop these SPWs. Down south will be the place to watch for the moment, though. Who will be able to pick up the big wins here? Panzer coming in to stop the light armor, and a Stug and a T-26 as well. But the SPW is here. Smoke goes down. Stops the SPW from tearing those units apart. But the Parassaults, 2 of those, Parachattudisti, just everything does so much CQC damage. Mimile feels pretty safe with his SPW, but the Panzer is here. Lots of smoke. Parachattudisti do get into range. Fallshirmjager Pioneers, very, very strong with their essentially 3 machine guns here. FG-42, pretty much like a machine gun. Flammenwerfer does go down, but infantry are getting hurt here. HE-111 Recon is in position. Stug M43, what is that thing shooting at? Oh, the Schutzen in the church. Interesting, don't see that often. Mimile is making a push for this flag as well. He hasn't captured any flags up north despite having a pretty clean deployment. Even killed off the Sturm Schutzen here. Yeah, he's definitely... No, it's going here. Apologies. T-111 getting all that nice information. Down south, though, I mean, despite having the better troops, the Sturm Schutzen are absolutely tearing those Parassaults apart. Yeah, he put him on the edge of the woods, and that was a bad choice. He should have just, like, turtled up in this woods. He could have done so much damage. Panzervernichtung did go down, but the Stück 3 is now here. Yeah, this was devastating for Mimile. Yeah, he let those Sturmschützen do way too much damage. He really needed to put his guys in the woods and not on the edge of the woods. And Mr. Ghosty, despite being on balance, getting the big advantage here at the beginning. Fallshirmjager are going to go down here for sure. He's basically already dead. SPW went down. Mimile's got to make his push up north here. He's got to do something. He's already down 14-10. Oops, sorry about that. SPW here to try to save the day, but a Stück 3 T26 combo going to stop that. This is the 2,000 meter Stück M43. Not a huge fan of bringing that in on this hill. I mean, he even knows there's not much going on here. He's got the recon plane. Guastatori gets its grenade off. Going to do a nice bit of damage to that Sturmschützen. But the Flammenwerfer is here. Berettas of this thing should do some good damage. But they're on the move, and that's always bad. Ouch. But the Flammenwerfer down to 1. Will he do it? He's got to kill it before the Sturmschützen unpins. Can't do it. Back to 12-12. Has captured 2 flags up north. Should capture a 3rd soon. But now the south is absolutely crumbling. This is kind of a disaster here for Mimile. Stück M43 goes down. Parachatudisti. Oh, crushed in the transport. Does have this flag. Captured this one. IG-18 doing a lot of damage to that Guastatori, though. Eesh. Both players just kind of abandoning a flank. So it's currently 12-12 despite the huge pushes. Mimile pushing all the way to this flag seems really aggressive to me. I feel like you should hunker down in this town and just be happy you got it. Flammenwerfer goes down. These players just not afraid to go balls to the wall. Pack 40 MG42 combo unloaded, so should be able to stop any further push. But now the armor is swinging up north. Nice play here from Mr. Ghosty, redeploying his resources to not be wasted down south any further. Pack 40 moving in to secure this. HE-111 is back. Mr. Ghosty now on the 1311, though, with this flag being captured here. And this one also on the hill. Guastatori will not beat these Schützen at range. Double MG42 going to really tear into him. Now they're spotted. Yeah, they're going to get really smacked hard. I mean, both players have lost so much stuff, but at the moment, Mr. Ghosty up on units. Mimile on the worst end of things. Focke-Wulf 190 coming in to hit that Begleiter. He's got a good bomb loadout. Should be able to kill it. It's pretty heavy. Down he goes. What you can do as well, though, is turn off one of the bombs and drop less, and then do 2 bombings. I saw that happen, and it was really quite impressive. Never even thought to do that. SPW aggressively pushing forward here, finding that Schützen. Doing some damage. The Stück 3 will stop that in its tracks. 47 mil Beretta going to try to kill some of this armor here. I mean, Mimile's back on the edge of this hill, but it's tentative to say the least. Flak 43 coming in to stop that HE-111, which has been giving all that beautiful information. Parachatudisti, not a great long-range unit, but it does have 2 Berettas. I mean, these are the worst machine gun in the game, but... Oh, Stück M43 might end up killing this Flak 43 if he can see it. There's nothing here to spot for it, and Mr. Ghosty getting a very lucky break. IG-18 forced off, though, and there's no other AT here. Stück 3 moving in, and it should be able to fix that, but the SPW could push forward pretty aggressively. JU-188 going after the 111. But the shooting of the Flak now reveals it to the M42. Now the Flak has to run. Can the M42 finish it off? Hits it once. About to lose line of sight. Oh, big hit there. Just loses it. 1 health. Will Mimile chase? No. Oh, Mimile missing a huge opportunity here to kill that Flak 43. Redigun finding the Shug 3, but the Shug 3 is facing forward now, so it's unlikely he'll kill it. Not saying that as a fact. The 47 should not be able to kill it, but we've seen this little monster do way more impressive things. Now making a run, takes another hit. Oh, now the M42 getting hit by the Shug 3. Can get a heat shell off here. I don't know why Ghosty moved it. M43 now backing off. Parasolt's got caught out. 37 mil coming in to stop the recon. Not killing that Flak 43 was really a big miss. Parasol, an interesting choice here. 47 mil, definitely a better choice. But still 12-12 with Ghosty in a stronger ticket position. Although remember, Maverick coming up here, Mimile's going to get a big influx of points. Will Ghosty be able to hold on is the question. He's in a good spot now, and he's picking up some nice wiggle room here. I mean, this Redigun, this cannon might be able to do some good damage. The Sturmschützen is here, though. Quastatori catches out the Sturmschützen, but the Sturmschützen going to put out a lot more damage. Yeah, wipes them out. The Quastatori still did a lot of damage, but not nearly enough. Sturmschützen should be able to spot this Parasol. Surprised it hasn't. Armor building up, though. Pack 40 in a nice spot. J188, HE111 just flying around. J188 does have some machine guns. 111 is essentially has nothing. Cannon does kill the T-26. Shug 3, though, is reacting. Sturmschützen will probably take that out. This flag now getting grabbed by Mr. Ghosty. He now has the 1311. M42 could have had a shot at the Shug 3, but decides not to. Focke-Wulf coming in for the Schützen here. Will it kill it? I'm not sure. 3 bombs is a lot. And it does, yeah. Nice kill there. Now the Focke-Wulf swinging around, going for that JU-188. It doesn't have a great loadout, but 220 mils could do some damage. JU-188, though, has very good resilience. I'm not sure. Yeah, it does. All he's got to do is keep it over his Flak 43. Should be pretty safe. Shug 3 went down. Must have been... Well, maybe it was the cannon. The cannon did it. Wow, that was a cannon right there. Mimile really needs to get a guy to stop this little bubble. Pack 40 on Pack 40. If the MG42 gets involved, this Pack 40 wins. Pack 40 is getting involved. Ghosty's the first one to land a hit, but the Martyr 2 here might stop the MG42's participation here very soon. But that suppression building up, it matters. But Mimile on the lower end of health here. I'm not sure. This could really go either way. Nope, there it is. There's the suppress. Pack 40 on the run. This Pack 40 trying to move forward to get the Martyr 2. Should be able to. Yeah, now the Martyr 2 is actually out of HE. So now the Pack 40 is free. And the MG42 finished off the Pack 40. What a kill. Paratratu DC, I don't know. It's actually winning at the moment. With the Sturmschützen at max range. Doing a little bit less. Martyr 2 does get away. We do see a mortar now. Will kill off that Flak 43, I would think. SDK is 7-1 now in. Although there's no radio, so maybe not. Nope, down it goes. Flag finally flips. Sturmschützen absolutely destroying this Paratratu DC. Ooh. This guy has so much damage. Just put out so much. He really can't lose this. He needs to fall back. He needs to do something here. Because he'll lose this flag, and that'll suck. Mortar going after the Schützen now. This radio mortar can do a lot of damage. Should really help him out. Cannon has shots, but he's got it on return fire. I don't know what he's waiting for. Parasolts will absolutely decimate this Begleich Grenadier. Like the Sturmschützen at medium range, the Parasol at close range is devastating. Cannon does kill the T-26, but now it's going to rumble with the Schutzen? Not a great choice. Now it's running. All right, that's a better choice. 12-12 still. I mean, the pressure's on Mimile here. He's on the Maverick income, but here comes a Panther. Getting up close to that Stug 3, though, is not a great plan. Panther misses the Schützenführer. That would have been a huge kill to get rid of that leadership. And we do see a commander out of Mr. Ghosty. It's a big deal if he can get his leaders in good places. I mean, this Stug 3 can absolutely kill this Panther at close range. And that would be a devastating loss. Sturmschützen goes down before it can hit that SPW. So now the SPW in position to hit that Schützen. And this flag should flip very soon. You cannot tell me there's a hill depression issue here. What? Where? What? Are you kidding me? There's no freaking hill. The hill's back here. Oh, that's bull. That is some grade A bull crap. Hill depression is a problem. Stug 3, Panther gonna get the kill, but takes a penetration doing it. Gerlich in a very dangerous spot here. I don't think Mimile has any idea how much danger he's in. Finally, shoots and forced off. SPW finally gets on the hill, which apparently it wasn't before. Stupid. Mortar was going after this shoots in here. Guastatori, can they get the grenade off? No, just missed in time. Stug 3 now going to finish off this Panther, and it should be able to do it. Nashorn, though, is going to do just as fine doing that. Yep, and down the Panther goes. Big loss there from Mimile. Nashorns are going to be an issue. The Panthers do not trade profitably with them. SPW on the hill here is pretty much uncontested. Just kidding. There's an IG-18 here. All it needs to do is land a hit, but it can't manage. Schutzen, though, going to absolutely crush these infantry at long range. This leader doesn't have an MG-42, though. Someone's plane just went down. I don't know whose. It must have been... Oh, no, it's probably the SDKFZ. Probably killed the HE-111. That would be my guess. Because I did not see the 37 firing. Redigun, yeah, not great. Not great. Not great. M43 coming in. Pac-40 getting hit by the MG-42, but there's another Stug M42 here to provide some support. So the MG-42 should go down pretty quick. I do not think, Mimile did not bring any normal Fallshirmjagers, which I'm not sure I agree with. A single card, I think, would have been really good for fighting these Schutzen. Fallshirmjager Pioneers are technically more efficient by a fair margin, but Mimile finally on the 1311. Here goes a Focke-Wulf. Will it get by the SDKZ? The SDKZ Zone 1's in a really bad spot. It's right up against these woods, which means it probably can't see to the last minute, which it can't. Bombs go off. Shoots and do get away, though. Commander almost got hit. Focke-Wulf might go down, though, but it will get away because of this junky placement. Nashorn forcing off the Stug. SPW going way too aggressive here. Bad choice. I'm not sure why he decided to bring so many Gerlichs in. Shoots and get caught out, but they are triple stars, so they're pretty resilient. IG-18 still has 2 heat shells on it. So it might be able to kill off this SPW if it finds its spot there. Stug M42, though, here as well, so these infantry are going to get overwhelmed. Stug 3 coming in, though. 4 minutes left of Maverick. Oh, and the IG-18 takes out the Stug. Oh, that's frustrating. IG-33 now, and that's going to do a lot of damage. Boom. Fallshirmjager Pioneer immediately falling back. Pac-40 not moved, though. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Gerlich finds the Nashorn, though. Takes 3 hits to kill. Oh, the Stug M43 goes down before he can finish it. Oh! But now the Gerlich finds the Stug 3. These things have phenomenal penetration. It's a trade-off for their short range and low damage. Takes the Stug 3 out. Nice kill there. Wow. That was big. Nashorn going after the Pac-40. Pac-40 now out of range, though, but he now lost this flag. Needs to recapture it. Still 13-11 for Mimile. Big push onto the hill now. Stug 3 took a penetration, but took out a lot of the light armor. Here's a Tiger now. Against that Stug 3 at medium range should be fine. Tiger with the double machine gun should support pretty well. No action down south. Redagun finding the Stug 3. Stug 3 on does not see it. Can't see it yet. Now it sees it. Cannon should go down here. Down it goes. Gerlich died, but the M42 now uncontested for the time being. If he had kept that, if that M43 had survived, oh, could have wiped all this out. Finally, though, Mimile recaptures this flag. There is another Flak 43 down south, stopping the recon. Tiger coming around for the Stug 3. Stug 3 can absolutely kill the Tiger, though. This is dangerous. It's a ballsy play. Although it's triple star Tiger. Oh no, it got held up hitting the IG-18. And now it's revealed now the Stug 3 can make a run. Unfortunate there. Tiger will kill the IG-18. That's a nice kill, but loses the opportunity to kill this Stug 3, which would have completely collapsed this part of the line. Mimile needs a 15-9 somewhere. Might be the hill. Feeling he probably wishes he had some regular Fallshirmjagers at this point. His 20 mils, though, holding things off. He brought those in B-phase, so he gets 4 of them, and he's deploying them. Has capped... Oh, almost had the 50. He had the 59 for a moment. We do see a 172 in. Let's see what that's going after the Stug. Okay. Wouldn't be my first choice, but all right. 20 mil absolutely carving through these shoots in. Oh, yeah. That hurts. And the hill now in a lot of danger. Down the shoots and goes. Does these guys have AP? They do. They do have AP. And they fire them really fast. So like a Martyr 2 will die to this thing pretty easily. If it gets in range. It's kind of out of range. Pack 40 finally goes down to the IG-33s. JU-188 coming in. Another Nashorn in position. .172 retargeted to the IG-33. A fine choice there, but the IG-33 on the move, unfortunately. Focke-Wulf going after the JU-188. And he's at least scares it off. JU-188 big booms coming in. And it's going for this little pack of infantry here. That will kill the Pioneer, the assaults. The Parachatsu DC will survive. The M42 might die. Nope, it survives. Wow, the Parasol survived, but one man, they're basically useless. I don't know why Mimile keeps throwing troops on this edge of this hill. He can see, he has seen like 6 times how many units there are here. Did the Tiger die? Looks like it did. How do we miss that? Did the Martyr 2 do it? I think it did. Is that the husk? No. Where's that Tiger? I mean, it's dead. Oh, there it is. Martyr 2 paying off big. But we're now into C phase. Mimile, though, on a pretty overwhelming attack here in the center. No way A up north to stop this Focke-Wulf, but it's going to end up flying right over this SDKZ 7-1. Kubel goes down, loses the Gerlich. Not good. Mr. Ghosty getting the better of the trades at the moment, but now this flag flips. Tiger in. Not in a good spot here against these Stug. Stug goes down, though. That's a nice kill there. Gets rid of the leadership as well. A lot of units coming in. That last tick of Mimile's big income. Stug M42, it doesn't have machine gun, so it's going to have a hard time pinning this, but it does a lot of damage. The Schutzen shouldn't be able to reach it in time. Down it goes. Mortar finally back online, going after infantry that are no longer there. 172 sitting silent for the moment. A lot of units out in the open, but the 20 mils, do these have armor? They do, and that's why they can't be killed by the infantry. Yeah, they're absolutely... Oh my goodness gracious, they're so good. 15-9, Mimile has finally achieved it. 12 minutes left here for Ghosty. 172 back online to hit this stuff on the forest. Good choice there. Paratraptidisi almost have this flag. Fallshirm Pioneer goes down, though. Stug gets a pen on the Stug. Down goes one. Cannot pen this thing. What is the penetration? 90 millimeters. It should be able to, but it's failing. Double 20 mil here with the recon. 37 is here as well. Vila hitting the edge of the forest, and here comes the waves from Ghosty. A lot of reinforcements coming in, though. Tons of Stug M42. How many? What? No, the Stug M42 is just like the regular, yeah, medium tank. Just the regular medium tank. Paratraptidisi should be able to beat these shoots. Wait, no, they're out of cover. What are they doing? This is why I like auto cover, folks. People will argue with me. Good players, darn it off. Well, just turn it off manually if you don't want auto cover on. It's better than having your units standing out in the open in a key moment. Mortar going after these infantry here. Fabulous choice, of course. STK Z71 forcing off that 111. Artillery doing some damage, yeah. HE-111 might go down to this flak 43. Probably will, actually. Now the Stugs are here to save the day. But a big push on this hill. Para Esploratori getting in range of that Sturm shoots in. And the support of the 20 mils once again carving. Para Esploratori going to go down, but the 20 mils see them. Tiger is here now. That can kill the Stug 3s. The Stug 3 can certainly kill that. 20 mils going aggressive. Oh, he has no fear. Ghosty has a lot of Panzerschrecks, though. He could certainly kill, but here comes two Stugs and a Martyr. Bunch of Sturm shoots and going up here on the hill. I mean, Mr. Ghosty doesn't have an infinity number of infantry. I mean, Mimile actually has more. Which I respect immensely. As a big infantry guy myself. Mimile is holding on to his grab here. Holding hard. Paratraptidisi getting caught out by the Sturm shoot, and triple star Sturm shoots and are just devastating. They do so much damage. Fallshirm Pioneers finding the shoots and out. Triple star in though. Does it, folks. Triple star is just, it's a beautiful thing. Parasalt should be able to beat the shoots in though. This should be an easy win. 172 going after the commander. Not sure when he spotted that. Maybe, I guess the recon plane, I would assume. It's pretty ballsy to go after that. It's not gonna, it's a tank, so it's not gonna die easy. It's really taking no damage. Feel like right here on the edge of the hill would be so much better for that artillery. Parasalts do get overwhelmed. I mean, there's too many Sturm shoots and stuff. He needs something here to hold this. There comes the Paratraptidisi and a tank, which will definitely stop these guys pretty well. Ooh, this Para Commando here gonna get pretty hit pretty hard. He's gonna die basically instantly. Another, no, this is a moved mortar. Now going for the 7-1. The commander has not moved yet. I'm surprised Ghosty's taken so long to react to this. He is finally moving it. Will that artillery's last shot get a hit on it? 20 mil is just doing so much. And this is the issue for 78 Sturm. You don't have a good counter to it. You have to commit an entire like Stug 3 or something to it. Otherwise, it's just there. 7-1 takes some damage, but does survive. Killing those off would be huge. I mean, there's a lot of AA, but wow, there's not actually. There's 2 flak 43s, 1 dead, 2 SDK of Zeds, and 4 88s. And the 88s are much easier to kill, especially with the big arty. Paratraptidisi got to get off the edge of this hill. Mimile's a little too addicted to putting his units on the edge of these hills. It's causing a lot of death for him. He doesn't win the range fight, so I'm surprised he's so eager to take fights at long range. His infantry are awful at it, actually. Other than the Fallshirmjagers, which he doesn't have any of anyway. 20 mil holding up those infantry. Gerlich getting in a position. This is better, but the shoots are right there. They're going to absolutely decimate this thing. Downside, I was surprised to not see Ghosty, like, make some sort of push here. He doesn't know there's so little, but he must, like, be able to feel it with the number of troops we've seen here. Mortar finally coming for the edge of this hill. That's the right choice. 172 going. He really wants this Vernichtung deck. I don't really know why. He wants the 20 mil to run rampant, I guess. Would be my only guess. 37 should be able to hold off the J188 just fine, along with the 20 mil fun. Shug M42 is here. It has no machine gun, but it does good HE. Well, it's really not great HE damage. It just fires fast, I guess. Paracharge DC catches out the Sturm shoots and should be able to do a lot of damage to those. For once, it has the advantage. Leader here gonna lose to these. Shoots in. Fogwolf, can it get away? No, that's a big loss. But the SDKZ, did it die? Can't tell. I think it did, but there's another one here. JU-188 goes down, though. Kills off the recon. That's nice. Artie's still going after this commander. He's really desperate for this. Vernichtings goes down. That's what he wanted, but now the Shug 3 finds his 20 mil. He's got to back up. No, down the 20 mil goes. E1 Mortar just going for a blind shot there. Shoots in, piling up on this Shug. Infantry have gone down. 20 mil will catch out the Sturm shoots. No, just kidding. It's going after the Shug 3. Needs to redeploy. Can't lose these. They've saved him this entire game. Shug goes down. Tiger gets a hit on the Martyr. 20 mil goes down. Martyr's on the hill. Hill Pression striking again. Martyr 2 goes down. Shug 3 can't get away from the Parachadudiste. Ooh, some rough trades there for Ghosty. That actually was not super great. This 172 really needs to be tasked to a better target. This. There you go. Just soften up those infantry. So the income is finally flipped. So Ghosty now has gotten more points and now will get significantly more points as the game goes on. But those are some big losses for Mimile. He lost those 20 mil vehicles, which were just doing so much work for him. Ghosty's pouring in the shoots in. He's going to run out. I mean, he's calling in a lot of infantry. Yeah, I'm surprised that Mimile has not called in more mortars, to be honest with you. He called it in double vet, which I don't agree with at all. I would have single vetted that thing. I mean, I know it fires faster, but when you're only calling one card in to start, I mean, I would want more of them. They're so good. 15-9, this flag has been captured. These Shugs are out of HE shells. 172. I mean, doing some damage, but not much. Sharpshoots have to make a break for it. Mortar finding IG3. Like, don't you want more of this fun happening right now? He turned off the AP shell, but there's only one more heat shell, so... AT coming for the hill. I was about to say he needs it. Reinforcements for it. What is this thing? What is that even? I don't remember. Oh, it's the... like, Semavonte? Essentially? Look at this dinky A thing. That's so funny. I don't know why he'd lace an AT slot on that. Stupid. There's nothing light to kill. Like, why have this at all? You need to kill Stug 3s. Like, that's your armored target. Like, that's what you need to kill. So why would you bring something that can barely pen it? Yeah, not a fan of that. Really not a fan of that choice, Mimile. 20 will do a lot of damage as it shoots in, if it ever shoots. There we go. The Stug 3s died. The Garlic did it. These Garlics have been overperforming. I was wondering why he brought him in B phase, but I see now he just wants all of them. And this Garlic gonna do the work here. Wow. Goodness gracious, these are great. 35 freaking points. Pen everything. At 1,000 meters, they're gonna pen most things. Actually finally bounces. Gun Jam basically dead. Down another Shug 3 goes. Wow. Parachadudisi gonna get double teamed there. Sturm shooting goes down. Para Esplotori go down. More of those coming in. Still 59. Only 2 minutes left here for Ghosty. He's on the ropes. Needs to stop the bleeding. Cannon gets one more shot off. Can't finish off that shoots in. But now, Ghosty has captured 2 flags. Gets it back to a 14-10. All of a sudden, the pressure's on. The Tiger went down at some point. Its corpse is there. The Stug 3's got a side shot on it. G188 forced off again. Sturm shoots and find the Gerlich. Down it goes. Panzerschreck not going to be good. Did get some ammo to the Stugs. Infantry are just getting absolutely annihilated. Stug 3 might just kill that Panzerschreck. It gets away. G188 forced off by the extra AA here. 14-10, 4 minutes here for Mr. Ghosty. Can he bring it back to a 12-12 in time? I'm still completely lost on this choice. Parachute DC should win this fight, especially with the support of the other unit. So he'll get this flag back and he'll be back to a 15-9. Sturm shoots him pinned by the 37 mil. Stug will be able to finish it off. All right, another unit down. 172 going down here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Feel like there's way higher pressure situations going on here. Sturm shoots him coming after that 37 mil. It's going to get in the... Well, there is no church to get in. Just kidding. Oh, Mimile, what are you doing? Oh, you can't do that at this point. Shoots and are all forced off, but he might lose this flag here soon. He lost the northern flag, so there's the 14-10. Fallshirm Pioneer is going to clear out these infantry, though. Sturm shoots and are spotted, so he might get this flag back soon. Only 2 minutes left here for Ghosty. Oh, man, I got a nervous tick going. This is so intense. Stug 3 takes a penetration. Can the Stug M42 finish it off? No, he moves it! Why did you move it? Ugh! You had the shot! Oh. Panzerschreck could move up to kill this Stug 3. I think he's waiting for it to move forward. Here comes another huge push. It's Q move forward. Here it is. 40 seconds left on the 15-9. I don't know what this Kubel MG is doing. I mean, not MG. Kubel ammo. Does this thing have armor? Oh, yeah, it does. Didn't realize. Panzerschreck does take out that Stug, or maybe the Stug did, I don't know, but the Stug's out of HE shells, has no machine gun, can't help at all. Shooting, going after the 37 mil on the run. Infantry can't match up, they're just not good enough. 13-11, 40 seconds left, another massive pile. I mean, Ghosty's got to run out of infantry soon, my god. Mimile has, like, nothing here, though. Oh my goodness gracious. 33 seconds left. Artillery finally redirected, but, like, it's way late. Another Stug 3 in. Panzervernichtung goes down to the MG42. 37 mil goes down to the Stug. 19 seconds. He's got a flag right here he can capture. Can he get there? Stug moving forward. Parasault's in the right spot. 3, 2... No, he brought it! No, the Gerlich is here. The Parasault gonna throw their grenades. They're gonna get spotted by the Schutzen, though. Why did the Parasault throw a grenade? They missed? I'm sorry. Oh my god, he's gotta capture one flag for 1 second. Oh no. No, and Ghosty's on the 13-11. Oh, good lord. Oh, the Parachute DC could get this, get back to a 12-12. There it is. Okay, he needs 1 point somewhere. No, now he needs 2 again. Stug goes down to the Stug. Gerlich trying to save the day. Oh my goodness, if I was Mimile, I'd be flipping the keyboard. Oh man. Oh no, things are just crumbling, but maybe Ghosty's out of infantry. It's possible. It is possible Ghosty is out of infantry. I mean, he has called in so many. And he's lost so many. Miele's got more to spare, it appears. And I don't see any Nebelwerfers now in, which is an odd call in at this point. Stug could take out the Nashorn, but man, that would be... If this Stug has no damage, it actually should win this fight. Well, but now it needs to reload. Oh, no. No, it's going to get the first shot off anyway. Gets one pen. And it's going to win this fight. Nashorn goes down. Oh my goodness, this little Stug thing. These are so dumb. Flag still being held, but Ghosty on a 14-11. Now there's a tiger of all things. In a very dangerous spot. So many shoots on the hill here. There's no more light armor to counter it. Oh my goodness, I just don't know. I mean, Mimile's on the edge of crumbling, but oh my god, I think Ghosty's out of infantry. I'm pretty confident now this quadruple Nashorn call-in is kind of a giveaway. Again, if this had been some real piece of AT instead of that stupid thing. Mortar trying to save the day here. Mortar gonna get found by the Schutzen. But now Emile's kind of losing this hill. Oh, good lord. Stug is forced off. Stug 3 goes down. The Gerlich must have found it. Oh, no. Oh, and there's the 12-12. Parachute DC almost finding that commander tank. Oh, that would be just ridiculous. If this goes down, though, he loses the flag. He still has it. Down it goes. There goes the flag again. Oh my goodness, both players running on fumes. Mimile on income fumes, while Ghosty on availability fumes. Don't build a balanced deck with less than 70 infantry. For the love of God. Ghosty clearly not a balanced player. He's not a grinder like myself. Parachadu DC catching out the Sturm Schutzen, which is really fortuitous. 13-11. I mean, it's either Mimile finds a momentary 14-10 or basically scoops out of knowing there's no more time. Stug takes the Nashorn down with him, but that's a huge loss. That Stug was kind of holding that whole thing together. Nope, he is. He's out of infantry. Nebelwerfer very late. Fallshirm Pioneer overwhelmed. 13-11 still for Ghosty. Now he's looking for this flag here. Parachadu DC flown in. These little Kubel munitions don't carry that much, so they're getting used up pretty quickly. What is this one? What is happening? Oh my. That's very ballsy to do. Parachadu DC cannot beat these Schutzen. So he's about to lose that flag there. This Parachadu DC, though, might capture this flag. Unless the Schutzen couch him out in the open. Nope, there's the flag. 12-12. Can Mimile find it? Can he find the singular flag? He's about to lose this one, though. Oh, he's just trying everywhere. Oh, it's so close. The J-188 coming for one infantry unit. The AA was killed, so now this recon can fly free. More Nebelwerfers in. Schutzen shouldn't be able to win this. I wouldn't think... Oh, no. Now they will because of the Nashorn here. Bunch of infantry in. Still 13-11. There goes this flag here. All this armor. I don't know how... Oh, good God. Mimile's going for it. He knows it's here. I mean, he sees all this stuff. One of his last Stugs. Nebelwerfer strike. Oh, it's perfectly timed. Stug goes down, gets a hit on the Nashorn. Tiger goes down to the Nashorn. Oh, that was why, Mimile. That was such a bad choice. And now Ghosty on the 15-9 as Mimile's line crumbles. Despite having no infantry left, Ghosty still has plenty of units lying around. Holy crap. Oh my god, the T-26 killed, I think, the infantry, or he sent the infantry over here instead. Now an MG-42 is in. Nashorn on the hill. Gonna stop the reinforcements. I think Ghosty is going to do this. Wow. Wow. Just freaking wow. That is frustrating to the extreme. I mean, freaking impressive there for Ghosty, but wow, for Mimile, that is heart-wrenching. Taking out this armor with his Garrulix, Nashorn's down. I don't know. Technically, Mimile just has to survive. I mean, he has to survive the 8 minutes left and he wins. Unless Ghosty gets a triple tick. But Mimile might be running out of infantry as well now. Oh, this is a cannon. I thought it was a Garrulix. I was like, Garrulix don't have HE. He's got infantry coming in. He's got to hold it. A double tick wins him the game still. Now there's a push down south, though. Pack 43 goes down. This flag under pressure. And that might do it. Oh, it's not the triple tick yet. Leader trying to hold on. He needs reinforcements down south. He's got them all going north. That little Salvente thing goes down. Oh, this is still anybody's game. As much as it looks like Ghosty has it, this is still anybody's. Oh, but there it is. Triple tick. Gonna do it. Mimile finally has some reinforcements coming in down south, but he's got to unload them here. Otherwise, they'll die in the transport. Nebelwerfer coming down everywhere. Oh, there it is. Shoots in. One man firing all weaponry. Gonna unload this para. Oh my god. What a just heartbreaking end there for Mimile. That is so frustrating. Well, there you go, guys. Q move forward when times are tough. When things are going terrible, just Q move forward and go for it. Because magical things can happen. Oh, this is... Yeah. And Mimile throws in the towel. What a freaking game. And what an awesome match. 47-85 to 44-30. Woo, I'm sweating after that one. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hop on down there. Hit that like button. Hit that love button. I wish there was a love button. Subscribe for more Steel Division 2 awesome content. And consider checking out that Patreon down below to support the channel. Really means a lot. Thanks a bunch, folks. And have a fantastic day.